Hello health enthusiasts, welcome back to Kat's Kitchen, the show where we break down our body's chemistry as we make sweet treats. Today, we'll be making chocolate chip cookies. And our guest for today, please hold your applause, the one, the only, sodium bicarbonate! Woo! I love you! Sodium bicarbonate, also known as baking soda, is used as kind of a buffer in our body. It can make our blood a little more basic. When we're working up a sweat and the lactic acid starts to go in our body, this can help it calm down and keep our blood at a basic level closer to that baseline. So sodium bicarbonate and I go way back, everyone. Well, a lot of people formally know them as sodium bicarbonate. Closer friends might know them as baking soda, but to me, sodium bicarbonate will always be NaHO3, which is its naturally occurring compound and its chemical formula. While no one has truly discovered sodium bicarbonate, it's been around for a really long time. You know, we go back ancient Egypt. Back then, sodium bicarbonate was just used to preserve mummies. But today, we find it in almost every household essential item, to going to toothpaste, to cleaning supplies, fire extinguishers, and yes, even our cookies and now, let's go preheat our ovens to 375, and then we can talk more about the amazing sodium bicarbonate. It works as a buffer. What that means, it's able to neutralize the acid, specifically the lactic acid that builds up in our bodies after an intense workout. So when our muscles produce too much acid, we might feel that painful burn or that fatigue or that soreness after a workout or playing sports or whatever. Sodium bicarbonate as a base and a buffer is able to soak up all those extra hydrogen ions that are floating around, and it keeps our muscles going longer. Now, in our bowl, let's combine our flour, our salt, our baking powder, and our baking soda. Now, some of you might be asking, it's great that sodium bicarbonate works as a buffer, but what does that do for my body and performance? Well, I'm so glad you asked. A study done in 2011 found that sodium bicarbonate can improve one's sprinting performances, and in 2008, it was confirmed to help with any high-intensity exercises lasting from 1 to 7 minutes. So those are my sprinters, those are my fast relay racers. Sodium bicarbonate will help improve your performance when coming to running. Now that everything we have is combined, we're gonna mix our dry ingredients slowly into our cream, sugar, butter, and egg mix. Now that our dough is all combined, it looks a little something like this. We're gonna add about 2 cups of chocolate chips, but you can mess with it if you want less or more. Doing all that mixing and all that baking really put some strain on my shoulder. I can feel it's gonna be a little sore. So I just wanted to share with you guys that 0.3 grams of body weight is the standard dose that should be of sodium bicarbonate that should be taken about an hour to an hour and a half before you exercise to truly get the full effects. So what happens when we have too much sodium bicarbonate? Here's the truth. Too much sodium bicarbonate can backfire. While the side effects can include things such as bloating, nausea, diarrhea, stuff that doesn't sound too great in the kitchen, it's also very high in sodium, as in the name, so it's not so great with folks who have heart issues or kidney issues as well. And while rare, metabolic alkalosis can occur if you overdose. The body becomes so basic that it can't function. The symptoms include confusion, muscle twitching, vomiting. None of that stuff sounds too great to me. And there we have it. I can't wait to taste test these cookies made from an amazing buffer most of us have just laying around in our pantry. While sodium bicarbonate is not something our bodies will naturally make, meaning it's purely supplemental, that doesn't mean it's not helpful. While there are other supplements out there that like to market to help reduce fatigue, such as beta-alanine, sodium bicarbonate is one of the most readily available, cheapest, and one of the most researched supplements that we can take. So why don't we give these a little taste test, shall we? Just want a little one. I like my cookies a little crispier than most people, so I left mine in the oven for a little longer, around 12 minutes, but if you want them a little softer, you can do 8 to 10. Nice and crunchy the way I like them. One of the best cookies made with a buffer around. There you have it. Thank you for tuning in on this episode of Kat's Kitchen. So next time you're running, sprinting, rowing, or going all out at the gym, just remember that same stuff that helped these cookies rise can give you the best performance boost that you could have. Sodium bicarbonate isn't just magic. It's science. But it's a science that we can make delicious. So, I hope you guys try this recipe. If you have any questions, you can always send us questions at our email. And thank you for tuning in. Once again, I'm Kat. Thank you for letting me be your chef today. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode. What's everyone looking at?